Alright, here I am. Animal, glad you can make it through sound by. Appreciate being here. Yeah, so I don't know how much longer the game is. We do seem to be at a point that's like close to finishing, I think. Because, like, I mean, I don't know how much more there could be left in this game, so I guess we'll find out. Hopefully we don't have to go into, hopefully we don't have to do a Tuesday stream, because I have other ideas for what I want to do if I can fit a Tuesday stream in. As much as I keep saying that Tuesday streams aren't, consistent, like, I'm not making Tuesday a regular stream day, it does seem to be happening a lot. Ooh, hold on. I left my AC on. I don't need that in the background. All right. Oh, I'm dead, aren't I? Yeah, I'm dead. All right. I think it's nice to finish up a game. Oh yeah, absolutely. I agree. It'd be nice. It would be nice to finish up a game.
Resident Evil 0.
Especially because this game is gonna take like probably a stream longer than it should. Because we had to do that stream where we restarted from normal. Okay, given the fact that now we know what's going to happen, I'm going to pick this up. Fire up to. Howdy, Jerry. Glad you're back. Thank you for stopping by. Where is it? Rebecca, can you pick it up? There we go. Let's go put this over here, so I don't have to come back into this room to grab it. Because we might be leaving these zombies alive if I can help it. Just because that way I won't waste ammo. Okay, how about now can we... Okay, now we can use it, I bet. There we go. Do you feel you're on pace to be ready for RE9? I don't know, to be honest. Because... like, it comes out in February. I think once we hit Resident Evil 4... Well, no, because I'd say once we hit Resident Evil 4, it'll definitely go quicker, but, like, then I still have Revelations and Revelations 2. I have no idea how long those are going to be. Put that zombie in the med tube. Heck yeah. Welcome in, Ever Queen. Glad you can make it to sound by. The breeding room key. I never want to have that key ever again. Okay, where could that go? Oh, I guess it could go here, or maybe here? Or maybe even there. Let's check and see what we... Sorry, what key? Well, it's got a cool lion on it. The visage of a hideous monster. So it either goes here, which it does. We use the breeding room key. I think I misheard also. It was the breeding room key, which I assume is because... Yeah, this is where he kept all the animals, and I'm assuming, Didn't expect that, now did I? Get him, streamer! I was running away! All I have is the pistol and Molotovs? And I'm supposed to deal with hunters? Alright, I have a plan. It's not a good plan, mind you. The plan immediately failed. The plan immediately failed. Oh, I'm just gonna die. That's all I can do. I'll try running past them, I guess. Well, that didn't work. What was the plan? Not this. Okay, so running past them could work. I'm gonna try that again. Like, and I know this is gonna seem weird, but I'm gonna like, just gonna mulligan that real quick.
Resident Evil 0.
Because now that I know running past them kind of might work. At least it'll work better than, you know, doing what I just did. We just got to grab 2 things in that room because I saw a note in there as well, so. Howdy, Colin. Glad you're making things on by. Okay, let's once again take this. And if it doesn't go here, it might go in here. So let's leave it in the safe room. Or the room with the save in it. So they don't attack you when you're picking up items? I think they might. I think they just were just like in the middle of trying to attack me when I was picking that up. Okay, let's grab this. Let's do that. We open this up. Immediately back out. There we go. Assuming these hunters don't pull an evil on me and, like, leave the room that they're in, I should be fine. Turt. Okay, just turn left. Oh, okay. Excuse me, hunters, while I read this. VOD report. Research to date has shown that when the progenitor virus is administered to living organisms, violent cellular changes cause a breakdown in the system. Furthermore, no satisfactory method has been found to control the organisms for use as weapons. Clearly, greater coordination at the cellular level is essential to enable further growth. The hunters settle for story time? Well, they're also interested in how BOWs work. I conducted a number of experiments in an effort to find a breakthrough. This is my report. Insecta. Perhaps because these ancient animals have been genetically stable for millennia, when administered with the progenitor virus, they exhibit only explosive, high-energy growth at increased aggressiveness. It is extremely difficult to envision using them as BOW. Amphibia. Injecting a frog with the virus resulted in an increase in leaping power and abnormal tongue growth. However, no change in mental abilities was observed. Furthermore, an abnormal appetite resulted in the test subject randomly attacking all moving objects. Usefulness for a BOW is limited. Mammalia. The progenitor virus was merged with monkey's cellular DNA, resulting in increased fertility. The resulting young exhibited improved aggressiveness and some increased mental capacity. As a side effect, visual power was lost, but this was offset by improvement in hearing ability. Oh, interesting. However, they were unsatisfactory as weapons. It does seem that no progress can be made without making humans the base organism. See ya, nerds! Oh, I almost made it! Okay, you know what? 2 hits? I'll take 2 hits. I see that as an absolute win. Because there's no way for Rebecca to get better firepower up here. Because she only has access to like single slot items through this lift. So there's no way to get anything better up here. All right, let me go chill out in the safe room for a sec. I really hope the hunters don't bust out of there. Free of distractions? Excellent. What was your distractions today? I'm probably gonna have to go back to that lift once we actually get what we need from Billy, but I can leave Rebecca up here to save if need be. Getting the last 100% of my current Silk Song playthrough. All I have left is an optional area and then the final boss, and I have 10 hours to do each of these. Yeah, I think you've got this. Wits and gamer instinct to navigate like hunter-filled area with minimal damage. I got hit twice, which I could have gotten hit once if I had continued to run at the door instead of just walk towards the end, because I thought I was already at the door, but That's just a perspective issue, really. It's a matter of perspective, really. Now. Good synopsis? That's about a good synopsis, yeah? Hold on, not you. Go to you. Go to files. Leech growth records. Here we go. So 4, 8, 2, 1? So 41? Or 8, just 8 and 1 maybe? Just want to remind you, your mother is a gem of a person and too good to you. Thanks. Oh, okay, there's 3 digits, huh? Hold on, how many digits are we looking at? So if we do 4, 8, 2, 1. Okay, so what am I missing here? Today I changed, under Director Marcus's orders, I changed the platform entry code. I asked him what the source of the entry code was, and he told me it was based on something significant in his children's growth. So that means it's... Well, hold on. Is this the platform door, do we think? Yeah, this has to be the platform door, because it goes out into where the tram car is. So this is the platform door. Okay. So then... You'll each growth records. We have 4 into 8. And then 2... Oh, 4 into 8. 4, 8, 6. 3. 4, 8, 6, 3. That must be it. So... 4, 8, 6, 3. There we go. Streamer doing math. Time to fish! Never let me stop y'all from fishing.
Maybe I could use this.
Rebecca here, over.
Billy, I found something here that might make you happy. It's an aerial cable car.
Really? That's great. Now we can get out.
Yep, let's regroup as soon as possible. Over.
Roger.
What's funny is that call happened over the radio. There's a dog outside. But if I climb up this ladder... This playthrough of Soap Song is really showing me that I'm not quite ready for Steel Soul. Dying to require late game battles. Hi! Hi, Rebecca! How you doing? So we were talking over the radio when she was just like 1 floor above me. Leaping over a waist-high railing is only allowed in a cutscene, honestly. Like, Billy, can you do that now? No? Tragic. What's this lever do? Hey, we can regroup now. Oh, is that something shiny, or is that like... It is something shiny. output regulation coil. Okay, so now we have 2 of these. I'm guessing... Yeah, so let's switch over to Rebecca. Grab this thing. So, from what I remember, Jerry got all of the achievements in Hollow Knight.
Let's go.
Okay.
I'll take the lead because you're bleeding out or something. And also because I need to do that. Actually, before I do that, you take this. I've been Hollow Knight Deathless 3 times. Oh, interesting. And one of those times was without Steel Soul, it seems. Okay, let's see what's up here. Shotgun shells. All right, we'll need that for Billy. Awesome. Okay, let's go back to Billy and have him grab. Let's try to consolidate all of our items real quick. What was this? Well, let's just consolidate up there if we can. The first Steel Soul run did likely have some deaths. Ah, okay. Okay, so you can die in the dream battles without game overing. That's nice. Okay, let's drop off this. And then Rebecca, let's meet up. So I can give you the handgun ammo. If you die in the dream, you don't die in real life? Thank God. Except with the White Palace and Radiance? Oh, I see. Well, White Palace makes sense, because White Palace has benches in it. And then Radiance is a boss, so that also makes sense. Or, I guess Radiance is, you know... Jerry, it looks like you had, like, 3 seconds left to do that, so just redo it. Hopefully this doesn't trigger something. Okay, good. We still have time. Because we have some inventory management to do. Because what I believe is once we get on this tram car, we will be going to, like, a completely new zone, and we won't be able to come back here. So, I'm going to make sure we have everything we need before continuing. Which means we got a lot of backtracking to do. Ooh, is there something else in there that I missed? No, it's just the TV screens. Okay. Hopefully going down this ladder doesn't trigger it. Hopefully I have to get into the train car. Finnish fish. The Finnish fish is funny. The Finnish fish is funny. Okay, good. So now we can head out this way. Because I'm gonna have to really finagle my inventory, aren't I? Say that 5 times fast. The Finnish fish is funny. 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 The Finnish fish is, in fact, funny. I'm surprised I could do that. The Spanish fish. Alright, so let's pick this up. We'll save while we're here, just in case there's like a bunch of monkeys on the path back and we get murdered. Ooh, I have a thought. It's going to suck, but I have a thought. First, let's just make sure we can get between the main hall of the mansion and the tram.
Oh no, he's thinking.
Exactly. So I'm gonna do a quick run back all the way back to the main mansion room. Because as long as we can get back there, as long as we can clear the path between the tram and there, I think I should be good. Because I think I know how the tram works. Given the fact that the tram looks like its own little room. So we can make it all the way back. We can make it all the way back there. I should be good to basically just grab everything and start hauling it to the tram car. Because I think the tram car is going to be like a space that we enter, and then we like activate something, and then it takes us somewhere. But in case it isn't, I'm going to grab everything important first. As much as I want to leave the hook shot behind. Maybe I can leave the hook shot behind, who knows? Or maybe this opens up in wherever the tram ends up. What's the hook shot? The hook shot is this thing. This 2-item slot key that we use to get up a couple of holes in the area. But the main thing I want to grab is the rest of the ink ribbons and the magnum ammo. To be frank, there's not much left over here, so we probably can't just take both the... I probably should bring the knife. Nah, I don't need the knife. I don't need the knife. So yeah, we'll take the magnum ammo. We'll go and grab the rest of the ink ribbons, which should be over here. And then we will see if I'm right about the, we'll see if I'm right about the ability to just kind of trek back and forth and just haul everything into that train car. Because if I can, then I'm gonna be a bit, because I'm gonna do that. At the very least, I'll grab some of the blue herbs. I gotta get the grenade launcher, definitely. And... it's kind of it, now that I think about it. The Molotovs, obviously, but those are in close proximity, so that shouldn't be too bad. Howdy, sub Val. Glad you made it here, son. Bye. Oh, he's over there. All right, well, I don't care about that. Did you amputate the hand? Yeah, how's your kitchen knife fiasco hand doing? Three in a row. What did you catch 3 in a row of? I wasn't paying attention. Hand is fine. Just realizing I haven't finished an assignment that I thought was due tomorrow, but it's actually due tonight. Oh no! Yeah, I'd say get started on that. Yeah, there's no way to condense this inventory if I want to keep the hook shot, which I don't. But, well, no, if I require the hook shot, the game will just give it to me like it did with the train. So, but let's just. No, you know what? Let's go grab the grenade launcher. Peacock Bass? Ah, I see. Was there anything else in here? I don't think there was anything else in here we left behind. Skeleton! Ah! Alright, let's see if my theory is correct. How do you remember where you left anything? Well, like I said, on the map, if I left something somewhere, it'll be a glowing dot on it. And I used the logic of deduction that the grenade launcher wasn't back at the mansion, and it wasn't in any of the places I've checked, so I thought I had left... So then there was a glowing dot here, so I figured that's where I left it. Monkey. Get me up here, nerd. Okay, well, I'm glad we got this. Anyway, Billy? Billy? What do I do about this? Oh, it just was pulled out by leeches, I guess. What do you expect me to drop here? Okay, well, I guess we'll leave these for a second. We'll pick this up. Leeches are developing opposable thumbs. Oh, no. Squish. Okay, I'm gonna drop a save, just so that... Oh, okay, I can't save until I get Billy back, I guess. Billy? Billy? Okay. What is that? Ah! A magnum, I see. Alright, well... This is gonna be the new, item storage area, so we've got some trekking to do. In fact, I don't have Billy for some reason. No, there's... I do not believe that the game would make it so that I can't save now, and I don't have Billy, so I have to do all the trekking by myself, and then I can't come back. I don't think the game is that mean. Asterisk. I hope the game isn't that mean. But if it is, let's just grab all the weaponry, because that's what's important. Because if there is poisonous enemies up ahead, it will give me blue herbs to use to heal. So, like, either the game will give me the resources I need that I'm leaving behind. The game will remember that. Either I'm hoping that the game will let me come back, or I'm believing that the game will give me the resources I need up ahead when I need them. Regardless, I'm taking that. His big gun. Like, this feels wrong, right? Like, I think I should go after Billy, but I don't think I can. So I guess I'll just start the cable car? Hope he's not lying on the tracks. Yeah, yeah. But, like, no, not that. Will the handcuff on Billy's wrist remain there until the end of the game? I think it will. It is a core part of his character design. Like, this feels wrong. It feels wrong to be moving without Billy. And the fact that the game didn't let me save means that there has to be something I'm doing wrong. Or that Like, villain with a top hat twirling a handlebar mustache just tied Billy to the tracks. Oh no. Okay, let's just keep pushing forward until we find Billy. I think you were just a couple seconds off there, Everqueen. First thing that spooks me is getting magnumed. Something over here? Ah. Intriguing. Billy and the monkeys are probably having a normal, civilized conversation. I am genuinely worried at this point. Because, like, it's been a minute. I guess I'll leave Molotovs here. Well, if I'm going to leave anything, I'll leave it. Ah! I warned him. Magnum's pretty good, honestly. Alright, what is this? The U key. Cool. The up key, I see. It'll take us up. Something is being displayed. A giant humanoid being is suspended in bioorganic fluid inside a capsule. I could tell all of that from this grainy security footage. Like, Billy had the shotgun on him, so he has to come back. Showing his pearly whites. I don't think he has lips. Alright, well, let's see what we can do. Okay. Worrying. Can I save now? Okay. Now I'm genuinely concerned that Billy's just dead. Like, I missed my opportunity to save him. I hope not. Does this no? Okay. I have no idea what this key does. And I don't know what to do. I'm like torn between wanting to proceed forward and worried that like if I do, I'll end up okay, we're gonna spend the rest of the stream doing this now, I guess. Okay. I genuinely don't know about this now. Like, ever since Jared got enough points to do this, I was like, should I remove that redeem? Because now that I think about it, maybe I shouldn't do this. You do it when it's more convenient? It will never be more convenient, I'm gonna be honest.
Oh no!
Yeah, exactly. Be nice if there was save room music. Something nice to, like, you know, set the mood. I guess I'll just save real quick. Oh, nice. Oh, God, my heart's racing. I'm genuinely worried for multiple reasons right now. Okay. Let me just, Resident Evil safe room. Yeah, this'll fit. I heard it was redeemed. I have been summoned. I'm terrified. Alright. Where did I put it? Alright, Mom, you might want to tune out for this. This might be a bit, this is gonna get weird. Essentially, the gaycation is... It's this weird... It's this really weird story from Reddit. Oh, I don't know. I don't think the post itself exists, but I did copy and paste the entire post into a Google Doc. So we got that going for us. Let me just hit the screen. And we'll just zoom in on this so we can read it. Okay. You guys are getting way too hype about me reading a Reddit post. Would you more? It's not that I just don't know if you want to hear this. Like, you can stay if you want to. This is just a really weird Reddit story. I'm excited to experience this after the reading of My Immortal. Oh my god. That's tragic. Okay. This is now, hold on a second. Edit stream info. Resident Evil 0. We get distracted by the gaycation. Alright. So, I was gonna give a synopsis, but I guess we'll just go straight into it. This is now a Sonic Addict Learns to Read stream, I guess. I'll try to make this quick. I will stop if there are questions. And feel free to give me music recommendations. I've got this going for an hour, but we'll see what happens. Okay. Let me drink some more of my ancient mushroom elixir. Alright. Veto. I'm vetoing that. I'm not doing Arlecchino gaycation. Manage requests.
Oh no!
Summon a kilo. This one, reject. There we go. Okay. Look, this is enough. I'm not doing Arlecchino for this.
Ta-da! You've successfully perverted the laws of God and man.
Exactly. Hi there. I really wish I didn't have to read this post, but here goes. So me and my husband have been happily married for about 16 years, give or take. We both have stable careers, good family life, and are fairly fortunate despite the cost of living racking up in the UK right now. We have 2 boys, 15 and 10, and up until this Sunday, thought we had it pretty good. We argue sometimes, of course, but have never gotten too bad, and we have a pretty decent sex life with some exploration, but I won't get into that. Long and short is, on Sunday, just after I dropped our boys off at their friends, my husband asked me if we had the house alone, and more importantly, do I have a minute? I said yes, and he sat me down and then got out this printed poster for some sort of orgy and started explaining to me the concept of a gaycation. How it's where straight men go to somewhere with sun, sand, and booze and become gay for the duration of the trip. But that's fine, because it doesn't actually count, because what happens on the gaycation stays on the gaycation. I was just completely silent and mortified, even more so when he said he was looking into booking a trip to Ibiza next year with his brother-in-law, his sister's husband, to experience it for himself. When he finally let me speak, I just said, I need him to be clear with me. Is he gay? Because if yes, that's okay, but we need to figure out what happens going forward. Yeah, it'd be like that. I didn't let myself get angry or upset. I was just stunned. He swore up and down how he's not gay and he's 100% attracted to women, and of course, still loves me and our boys. So I said, well, do you think you're bi, maybe? And he got very defensive, saying how I need to drop the accusations and that this is the beauty of the gaycation. It allows straight men to experience gayness without actually being gay, and how it's like going to the aquarium. And your brother-in-law? Oh, we'll get to the brother-in-law. The brother-in-law is important. And again, he was adamant he doesn't find men's bodies or genitalia exciting at all, but he needs to experience this, apparently. This is why we need to make bisexuality more accepted for men. Well, he's not bisexual, clearly. We'll get into that. I said, well, I'm really not comfortable, because even if he was bi, this would be explicitly cheating on me, and he got angry and reiterated he's not, because that's the beauty of the gaycation, etc. I just had enough and left the room. I ignored him for the rest of the day, but we spoke at tea, where I again asked him, why does he want to do this so bad if he's not gay? He said how he's interested in how gay men's lives differ to straight men's, and that, unfortunately, once the gaycation begins, it is simply impossible for men to resist, and he must surrender himself, mind, body, and soul to the gaycation, or be destroyed. Oh my god. I really can't put into words how surreal it was, because he was speaking so matter-of-factly, and he again insists that this is a thing that straight men do all the time, and how he's actually doing it a bit late. I'm down to join the cult. I just said to him, if he has any love for me, then he can't go ahead with this, and if he does, the marriage will be dead. We didn't speak anymore after that. Since then, he's mentioned no more of it, but somehow, and this is what scares me a lot too, that decision genuinely seems to be tearing him up. He didn't go into work on Monday, and only went in half a day yesterday, because he told them he just felt too ill, and just looks distraught every time I see him. I really don't think he's wholly gay, though I can absolutely believe he's bi, but I'd rather we talk about it in a healthy way rather than this incredibly weird denialism around going on a sex holiday in Ibiza. Or Ibiza. I don't know how you pronounce that. Imagine telling your wife cheating on her is okay because actually doing it a bit late. Well, no, you see, that's the beauty of the gaycation. Has anyone known straight guys to do this and come back and just go back to being straight? Like, surely that can't be a thing that happens. I'm so out of my depth here, and I just don't know how to even initiate the conversation. For the record, I also haven't mentioned this to his sister yet. I don't know how I'd even break it to her. Thanks for any help. I just don't even want to think. So being able to get this out there has helped even just a little bit. It's called Tennis Club. I see. Now here we have the first edit. Wow, this blew up. This has been incredibly sobering, and I think I've now confirmed what I've already known to be the case. Remember, you must surrender to the gaycation or be destroyed. Exactly. The marriage is dead, one way or another. In a way, I was in denial myself about that. I have contacted my sister-in-law, and she initially screamed at me, calling me a liar, and even insisted I was trying to steal her husband. She rang me back shortly after, apologized, and admitted she was in deep, deep shock. Men's doubles got really gay on the summer holidays. I see. I have asked my parents to look after the boys, and we're going to meet tomorrow to discuss this deeper. I have also texted my husband and told him he will need to make alternative accommodation arrangements, but he will not be sleeping here tonight, and a bag will be waiting for him. Not sure if the mods want to lock the post or not, but I think I've got my answers. Thank you all. Thank you for all the kind words, especially Champion Flight, who really gave me the good dose of reality I needed. I believe this might be that comment. I'm not sure. Basically, the post that this was initially from got deleted, and this was like on like famous posts of Reddit reposting, and so I just copied that whole repost and put it into a Google Doc. P.S. I see a lot of people asking about the aquarium, and at risk of doxing myself, there's a pretty famous aquarium in the UK called The Deep, and at the very end you walk through a tunnel that goes underneath the main fish tank, so it's quite immersive, I suppose. My husband explained the aquarium thing in that it's a bit like that. You go there and you observe the fishes, and you even get a bit up close, but you never actually enter the water, get emotionally invested, or become a fish, gay. So it doesn't really count. It was a very bizarre analogy, and I pointed it out it still makes no sense, and he just got more in a huff of how I just don't get it. And frankly, I still don't. Alright, so relevant comments. The explanation of the aquarium is so hilarious. I mean, you basically are fully immersed in the aquarium, but you don't become a fish. That's just like how the gaycation works. Commenter 1. Your husband isn't proposing a gaycation, he's proposing cheating on you with men while using magical thinking to pretend it doesn't count. The fact that he's planning this with his sister's husband makes it even more disturbing. His bizarre explanation about surrendering mind, body, and soul isn't straight man curiosity, it's someone desperately trying to justify exploring his sexuality while keeping his heterosexual marriage. Murex Shellfish, please help me. His depression about not being able to go isn't about missing a vacation, it's about being forced to confront his sexuality without his convenient "what happens in Ibiza stays in Ibiza" excuse. His meltdown over not going shows how desperately he wants to avoid facing this reality. I believe this is original poster of some kind. I read over this multiple times, and I guess the word part is knowing you're completely right. OOP should consider divorce. I want to avoid the divorce option, but I guess it's the only option, isn't it? Everyone should try out a gaycation, but like before you get married, you know? That's true. Yeah. if you're, which is why I guess he said he was doing it a bit late because he was already married before trying the gaycation. Commenter 2. So this is just a thought, but I'm wondering if he was really planning on doing the gaycation, or if it was just a cover to try and get you to agree to it. What if the real plan was to get with women while he's down there? I hadn't thought about that, to be honest, and now the thought terrifies me. From the way he was talking about men, the fact that he had a poster for a gay orgy, I mean, it's one hell of a bluff, surely. I'm pretty sure I don't need a gaycation to know that I'm straight. I mean, you're already married, so it's a bit late for you, so you can't even find out. Commenter 3. Tell him you are gonna have a straightcation while he's gone, and you're going to surrender mind, body, and soul to other men. Honest to God, if my husband proposes to me, I'd use his time away to pack up, move out, and have divorce papers waiting for him. Now, I actually take umbrage with this post, because, like saying just gonna have a straightcation where you go surrender mind, body, and soul with other men, it doesn't really hold true to the idea that it's experiencing something different, because that's just going and having like sex with other men while your husband also goes and has sex with men. Like, it's not the men that is the problem. It is the, like, yeah, straightcation is everyone takes straightcations. Exactly. So I do think this commenter doesn't get it. Yeah, it needs to be a lescation. Exactly. They should have gone on a lescation. And the reason I point this out is because they do talk about this later. So, like, here's an update from November 28th, 2024. So when I last posted, I'd contacted my husband to tell him he wouldn't be staying at home tonight and a bag would be waiting for him. As you could imagine, we argued. Quite badly. Lescation with the sister-in-law? Exactly. I won't go into the specific details, but I'm 100% on board with the fact that at minimum he's bi, might even be gay altogether. We've had arguments in the past, but I've generally never seen him have such a childish tantrum before, screaming about how I just don't understand the gaycation, absolutely despise that phrase now, and insinuating I'm actually homophobic because I refuse to allow him to participate in this cultural exchange with the gay community. A lot of you said to ask him if it'd be acceptable if the roles were in reverse. And I did say, would it be acceptable if I went and slept with other guys during that week? Like, right here, that's what I mean. Where it's like, if she went and slept with other guys. That is defeating the purpose of the gaycation. It should be you sleep with other women. Yeah, that's the cultural exchange, exactly. Like fucking clockwork, he was very angry and offended, saying it's completely different because a gaycation means nothing and what happens on the gaycation stays on the gaycation, etc. So it doesn't actually count, whereas I'd just be straight up cheating. Which, he's wrong about a lot of things, but I do agree with him on that. But this gets funny. Well, I turned it around on him. No, but you see, what happens in Manchester stays in Manchester. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't count. It's like bird watching. And I think it got through to him. He went all quiet and then started crying, admitting the thought of me sleeping with another man is destroying his heart, but relationships need sacrifices, so agreed, while in tears, that when he goes on the gaycation, I'll get 1 week in Manchester to do whatever I want. He doesn't want me to, but that's fair in a twisted way, he supposed. I told him to get out of my house. It's like honestly, like, this is such a funny line, even though I 100% think that this is missing the point. This is such a great line, though. What happens in Manchester stays in Manchester. It's like bird watching. Howling Knight thinks Manchester's equivalent to Ibiza. That's the beauty of Manchester. Relationships require sacrifice. The birds watch back. I mean, there's no saying that the birds don't watch you. Anyway, I know it's incredibly petty, but I also drained the joint bank account, legal in the UK, so he couldn't try to use it against me. About an hour later, I got rang up by his mom, my mother-in-law, who just screamed and screamed about me being a cheating whore, how I was horrible, what about the kids, etc. When I finally got my composure, back, I just said, ask your son about the gaycation. Obviously, at first, she got angry, but I said, no, just ask him about the gaycation, he'll explain. But she called me a fucking joke and hung up. I feel like Subval owes me for this. Listen, Probably, but also this is hilarious. Like, now that I was so hesitant as it was approaching. It's much like a horror game. The anticipation is usually scarier than the jump scare. The anticipation of having to read the gaycation post immediately went away when I realized how funny it was. Absolute layers to this story. Oh, we're getting to some of these layers here. Later on, getting into the evening, got another phone call from her in floods of tears. She was very apologetic, and I told her she doesn't need to be the one to apologize. She was so upset, she put father-in-law on the phone, who, while he sounded calm, I could sort of just tell he was on a warpath. I'm familiar with the game patient. It's such a treat. It is so delightful in such worst ways. I think this would have been a great opportunity to buy a cuck chair, a vibrator, and solve your own problems. That is not the response I need in this chat right now. I cannot fathom these two individuals have ever had a great relationship to begin with. You'll find out, from what I could tell, they did have a good relationship. And you will find out what caused this later. Again, very apologetic, and he said he overheard that phrase, asked my husband, and husband initially said, no, it's nothing, before explaining how it's a modern thing for men to do, etc., and gave them the same spiel about how what happens on the gaycation, men cannot resist the gaycation, how a man must surrender the gaycation, etc. Father-in-law just said that he told him to leave or they'd call the police. Don't care where he goes, but he wasn't staying there. Husband tried to call me while I was on the phone, but I just ignored it, and father-in-law just said he was so sorry for me, and they gave my corner in, and they have my corner in this, so that's one thing. Told them to be there for their daughter because it sounds like the brother-in-law is involved. Husband didn't tell them that. And father-in-law just said he had to go because he was so angry. Lever will call. I mean, given the circumstances. Got a text from my husband after the phone call, which was all weirdly rambly, saying how I'd abused the gaycation to destroy his marriage and destroy his life. And again, insinuated I and his parents were homophobic for doing such a thing. Calm, raging father-in-law based. Told him we'll talk when he grows up and blocked his number. I took a day off work myself and had the locks changed this morning, so that's 500 pounds gone, but whatever. At least I know he won't be coming back. I'm going to look into how to proceed with a divorce and then we'll move from there. Oh, of course, there's also the brother-in-law. Here's where it gets interesting. So I haven't yet met with sister-in-law. She was in such a state and has taken this far worse than I have for reasons that'll be clear soon. We're going to maybe try tomorrow, but we did talk over the phone and I eavesdropped on the conversation with her husband where she put her phone on speaker and I went on mute. Her husband got home early. She made him come home, told him there was an emergency, and just said to him, "Can you please explain what a gaycation is?" She told me afterwards she was praying he'd look confused or just be like, "What?" or anything like that. But instead, he just sat her down and explained that a gaycation is a new thing where straight men go to gay hotspots and participate in gay sex acts, but it doesn't count because there is no investment, and because what happens on the gaycation stays on the gaycation. He said it's like writing down angry thoughts and putting them in a drawer. You never have to see them again. Whole time, sister-in-law is in tears as he just calmly bats off the same points my husband did about how it doesn't count and how he even did the whole "it's impossible to resist, you must surrender or be destroyed" shit. I seriously think they must be speaking to a dominatrix or something. Are there even male doms? Because surely neither of them are that into this to actually make that up on their own. I really don't want to go into what was discussed for her sake, but it did become very apparent to me that the brother-in-law is into sissy hypno porn, and at times conflated that with the concept of a gaycation. There's so many layers to this. All right, there was this utterly surreal moment where sister-in-law is just trying to wrap her head around this while also in floods of tears, and he explains so genuinely, so matter-of-factly, that for most men, the gaycation is either a one-time or annual thing, but some men go on the gaycation for years, and others simply never return because they use hypnosis and mind control to be totally feminized into a state of permanent pseudo-gayness. It's the worst onion ever. It honestly is. Brother-in-law is the actual villain. I want to study them in a brother-in-law hypnosis lore. I don't remember the people that never return, honestly. I'm getting nothing out of this. To be frank, it's just a weird story, and I find it utterly hilarious and fascinating, and I just felt like forcing myself to read it. They got destroyed! They didn't surrender themselves, mind, body, and soul, and got destroyed. It's only pseudo-gay, exactly. She said in disbelief, surely if you're taking it up the arse willingly because you want to, that makes you gay. And he said, no, because that's the beauty of the gaycation. You can do all this gay stuff, but you don't interact with the wider gay life experience. She asked him if the sissy stuff is what he wanted, and he said, not on a long-term basis, and was adamant this is something all straight men do, but she wouldn't get it because she's a woman. Imagine being like, yeah, some people just don't come back. I want to do that. Ugh. Then there were more insinuations of homophobia. Well, that marriage is dead too, I suppose. The whole ordeal ended when she said to him he has a choice to make, and he said no, he doesn't need to make this choice because the beauty of the gaycation is that it allows him to keep his marriage because it doesn't count. She said that's not the choice. The choice is whether he's leaving the house that night or she is. Only good thing he did was leave. Me and sister-in-law spoke about it after that, and I'm just still utterly stunned. I understand she's gone to her parents for support. What exactly did we do to have our lives destroyed in such an abrupt, bizarre, and embarrassing way? Per some advice, I'm going to look at devices and bank statements to see if I can find any definitive proof of cheating. After that, I suppose I figured out how to tell the boys why their father won't be coming home. Like, that's what I'm saying. If male bisexuality was more accepted, that they wouldn't have to go on gaycations. Well, the thing is, if male bisexuality, like, was accepted, they still would be thinking about cheating, because they'd be, like, wanting to go have gay experiences, unless, like, they got explicit permission from the wife to go be gay for a night. I want to see this being read in court, honestly. That'd be incredible. I really want to know who thought up this giant scheme to begin with. Like, yeah, because he had a poster for a gay orgy, which means that there is official documentation of this. Is the graphic design good? Spoke with other sister-in-law. My husband's family is older sister, him, younger sister, and then original sister-in-law, and gave her a skimmed-down version of it. She asked her husband, and thankfully he was deeply confused, but then mentioned about 2 years ago at a birthday party, he was approached by my husband and brother-in-law about signing up to some online boot camp around BDSM cross-dressing. He assumed they were taking the piss and out of him, so he told them to fuck off and never really thought of it again. The fact that this has been going on for that long is making me want to throw up. P.S. For the poster who said about divorce options, I'm actually going to look into adultery because plain and simple, that's what it is. All right. Now we have the top comment of this whole thing. So final bit of the gaycation, and then I'm gonna have to text my mom or something. Your husband and brother-in-law are deep in a shared delusion that's destroyed 2 families. Their identical talking points about surrender and destruction prove this was coordinated. They're not just planning to cheat; they've already involved in some online community that's warped their thinking. The fact that they both instantly launched into the same script about gaycations shows this isn't spontaneous. You made the right call draining the account and changing the locks. Their attempts to flip this into accusations of homophobia show how desperately they're trying to avoid responsibility. Yeah, but the thing is, these people have such intense repressed sexuality that they never experience healthy views about their sexuality. That's true. I'll give you that one. Bro dodged out of being destroyed. Bro was like, you two are just kidding around. But no, bro could have been eliminated. Someone tell these guys this is not what aquarium maxing means. This is not why we made a mansion full of aquariums. We were not trying to emulate the gaycation in blueprints. Oh my god. The identical language, the bizarre aquarium and birdwatching analogies, the talk of surrender or be destroyed, they're in some online echo chamber that's completely divorced from reality. When your husband agreed to let you have a Manchester week while crying, he revealed the whole lie. He knows exactly what it is, cheating. He just wants permission to do it while denying you the same. The talk about hypnosis and permanent feminization reveals just how far this goes. Get a lawyer, protect your assets, and document everything. This will get worse before it gets better. Focus on protecting yourself and your children because they're too far gone in their shared fantasy to see the destruction they're causing. Simon's too busy solving puzzles for a gaycation, honestly. What a pathetic hill for 2 men to die on. They destroyed their marriages, traumatized their families, and alienated their parents, all while insisting none of it counts because they made up special rules about it. They want to cheat without consequence, and they found an online community that validates this fantasy. And that is the gaycation. Oh my god. It's so fascinating.
Feel free to go off and die in a ditch somewhere.
I'm gonna need another day for Resident Evil 0. The brother-in-law and husband absolutely have banged. You cannot convince me otherwise. Gaycation pre-gaming. If only they just suck some dicks in college or something. Okay, this is a redeem that can be taken off for now. Yeah, I mean, much like the bad joke redeem, I like leaving it there as a threat. A threat to who, I'm not sure, but it's certainly a threat. All right. That only took like 30 minutes. That's not that bad. Anyway, gaming. I'm gonna text my mom and let her know the gaycation's over. Do I want to leave that? Do I want that message to be in our phone? I'm so glad I got to experience the gaycation. It is wild. All right, there we go. I texted my mom. She'll be coming back soon, hopefully. Chat purge initiated. I mean, hold on. I mean, I don't know if I can get rid of yours, but I can, like... Actually, everybody in chat, type !vanish if you want to. I don't know if it probably won't work on you, Joe, because you're a moderator, but if you type !vanish, it should delete all your messages. Hi, Mom. Welcome back. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would have been, but it was certainly interesting. Oh, yeah, probably need that. Spent a lot of time talking. Alright. We were so locked in that we weren't even fishing.
Senator. Why don't you back it up with a source?
Reddit. Is this the panel room? I don't think this is... It might be the panel room. Anyway.
Oh man, where could my pollywog pal be anyway?
Alright. Thank you all so much for sitting here and listening to me talk about the gaycation. I will leave. That should be a once per stream redeem, so it shouldn't be too bad. And also it costs 100,000 channel points, so it shouldn't come back anytime soon.
What's up, man?
Yeah, you know what? Hold on. Since we're here, there's a meme I wanted to show you guys. I'm only 10k off? You wouldn't. We've already been through this once.
What's up, man? How you been? Bro, I've been great. I've been eating a lot healthier. Yo, for real? I've been on that keto grind. Okay, look at you. Lost a little bit of weight. Okay, wow. You know. Yeah, I've been trying that carnivore diet. Okay, yeah. Carnivore diet? It's grass-fed ribeyes only, actually. Okay, cool. Somehow I maxed out all my lifts, too. Really? Except Sundays. I just eat whatever. Pancakes and stuff like that. No, totally. Because Sundays is usually when I fast. Fast once a week. Sundays and Wednesdays, just for mental clarity stuff. But yeah, I'll have like a Diet Coke and some electrolytes. Okay, nice. Nothing crazy. Because I found that I perform better when I only drink natural oxygenated charcoal filtered local spring water for me. Eating and drinking clean. That's you too, right? Nah. I'm on that algae only lifestyle. Yeah. How ethical of you. And you get protein from... I was doing an amino acid thing back in 2021. With TBH right now, it's just sea lettuces and kombu. Weren't you as well? I was. But that was before my Trent Falcon steak phase. You are what you eat. Yeah. If you eat. What's up? I'm off calories. We all been there. This is just a me-type thing. It's just ultraviolet rays and oxygen released solely from the peepal tree. But you know how it is. I got slimmed down for Milan. That's why I'm actually really excited for my intuitive dirty bulk. Intuitive dirty bulk. Monumental caloric surplus. Now, I'm training to become extremely obese. Proud of you is the Panda Express diet. I'm free from shame. I hope you get so fat. But I'm sure you'll be eating food like that again soon, Nah, I've just been letting the food eat me. Full body gradual compost. High negative caloric deficit, Okay, so dying? I don't live to eat or eat to live. I am eaten. Always good to give back. So honorable of you. I'm sure you're way ahead, though. More sustainably bow hunting the pangolin on my private reserve for their bone marrow type of guy. But surely you also indulge. Sure do. I tend to subsist on the faintest thought of an artichoke and the rumors of a rutabaga to fuel all my calisthenics. But surely you died the same way. Sure do. I also tend to just graze on the microbes from the Antarctic ice sheet samples, hoping that the ancient questionable frozen biome could give me X-ray vision. But surely you as well can consume this knowledge. Same, similar to me snacking on stalactite drippings, imbibed me with the entire ancestral fossilized memory of Gaia. But easy for me, because come wintertime, it's exclusively bugs and pretzels. But surely you as well can digest this. And I pray every day that the entire food pyramid fractals into more abstractions so I can identify with the next food trend. Do you guys always something about you, even though at the end of the day, how you think all just genetics, all sorts of points of his poop? Wait, what's the last thing that you ate? A garden of goldfish. You? 7 Great Value toaster pastries.
I just want to show you all that because I find it hilarious. This is what listening to my ex-boss is like. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so I've been meaning to show off a meme and I keep forgetting to, and that video's been stuck in my head for a bit, so I forced you to listen to it with me. What's that? That's when two guys brag about what they eat. I feel like that was pretty self-explanatory. Billy has not been getting mauled by monkeys for 50 minutes. Listen, he'll be fine. Either he's dead and there's nothing I can do about it, or he's fine. Those are our two options. Now, where could I use this up key? What is up key? That's locked from the other side, so that's not going to do anything for me. I have no idea what this is. You go back and the monkey is twirling the handcuff around his finger. We forced the gaycation upon the streamer, then the streamer forced whatever the heck that was upon us. We are both equally... We have both sinned. Okay. Why do I use this up key? What? What up? Goes a corner. Alright, hold on. Hello. I need Sky. Yeah, we've had a minute, let's be real. Okay, well, no, I got the up key from here, so it can't be anything there. Gamers never look up. I physically can't! Becca just starts levitating. Yeah, so again, I don't know how long this game goes for. So, like, what's probably going to end up happening is we're going to start it on a Sunday and then end it quickly. But I'm okay with this happening for now. I mean, genuinely, like, that door's locked from behind. We've done everything here. I think we gotta go back. I think we just head back. Gonna grab an herb. Because I can fix it. And actually, I'll just, I think Billy had some herbs on him. So... I'm just gonna put this down. We'll pick this back up. And I guess we'll just head back? I can't think of what to do, though. Because there's nothing left for me in here. The only thing I can think of is, like... this door here, but there's fire blocking that door. I'm kind of at a loss. Because, like, Billy's gone. And I hope he comes back. Because he has a bunch of stuff I need. As well as inventory slots. And, you know, story purposes. But I genuinely can't think of anything that needs a key. And like, again, this is locked from behind. And it looks like the only way to get to that is from here. But I don't, like, see a way to just drop down. It's got to be out there. It's got to be somewhere in that factory. I do hope this isn't some secret thing that I have to, like, that, like, because Billy was on low HP, or because because I didn't do something during that moment, that I'm, like, I don't have Billy, and I'm getting the bad ending now. Like, Google where Billy is. Okay, so I assume I can get him. Like, I assume it's just like continue with the game, right? Oh wait, hold on. No. Oh, first aid spray. Good to know that's there. Aha! I just didn't explore. That's on me. It says he reappears later. Okay, good, good. Okay, with that, we're gonna grab this. What is it just like on the floor here? There we go. No, not that. Is there a better angle I can look at that area? No. Oh, nope, that's still the ink ribbons. Let's just go put this over here somewhere. Love how he just appears. I mean, he can't walk. As far as sorry, you can't see him walk. There we go. I found the exact pixel I need to be staring at. All right. That was unsettling, streamer. Thanks for that. Well, of course. I can't reveal how the goober moves. That'd be too much information. The less you know about the goober, the better. You know? Oh boy, more alarms. I was expecting a boss fight.
Don't shoot!
Enrico?
You're alive.
Are you okay, Rebecca?
Where is everybody?
They should have arrived here before me. Haven't you seen them? That's unfortunate. If we go straight from here, we should arrive at an old mansion which Umbrella uses for research. Come on, let's go.
Wait! I've got to find Billy.
Billy Cohen? You mean you found that criminal?
Yes, but we got separated and...
No point worrying about him. He won't make it. Come on, let's go.
Sir, please. I need to find him. Don't worry, I'll catch up with you.
Rebecca... All right. Just be careful.
I never saw him again.
That man, die! Oh, more keys. Alright, hold on a second. Wait, he just used this elevator. This isn't an elevator. This is a fake elevator. Alright, what do you mean I already searched this area? Let me do it again! What? Rebecca! There is no need to search this area. There is no need to search. Let me make that decision! I'm gonna leave a first aid spray right here. What that? Necessary for running the elevator. Okay, so I'm guessing that's the elevator on the other side there. And then once I cross over here, it's gonna be like, da-dun! Leech monster battle. Or I put too many expectations of the game. Oh, come on. There's no... you're not gonna tell me I can't explore this area? Huh, Rebecca? I should not be so mean. This girl's been through some trauma.
What is that?
What? What is he doing out? Wow, he is big. And pulsating. He escaped the vacation, but not unharmed. This is what happens when you do not surrender mind, body, and soul. Ow. You okay there, bro? Uh-oh. Well, you know what they say about talking shit. No, of course I left the first aid spray in the room I'm not in. Although this seems to be working. I wonder if I should be hitting him. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. somehow still alive. Good to know. Not for long. There we go. Took a very long time to get a shot off there. It's a big gun, all right? What's up with the circles?
Oh no!
I don't know if I could just, like, time it out until the elevator arrives, or I'm actually supposed to shoot him. At the very least, this, gets rid of all the time that we spent. It's dark and silent in this hill. Wait, wrong franchise. But you can still feel your heartbeat! Alright, so that eliminated all the time we spent on the gaycation, at least. At least I think it did. Alright, let's go put this over here. Because we'll come back for this later. I doubt we're going to get a very high rank, because it probably does count how many deaths I have. But that's not really important. The door animations kill me. What do you mean? They are here to add spook. They are very scary. Alright, walk over here. Enrico! Goodbye. Grab the key. This time we'll shoot the tyrant. And we'll also keep the first aid spray on us, so that will be useful. Ow. I didn't pick up the herbs. Uh-oh. I tried to run around him, realized that wasn't going to work, went to hit the menu button didn't activate, the coyotes are out. Sky is aware.
Resident Evil 0.
For those that don't know, the cozy corner dog, Sky. She's giving the emergency vehicles hell. The cozy corner dog, Sky, absolutely loves the fire hydrant sound. And will run out onto the balcony and howl along with them. What did you do this time, Sky? Oh no, they're after you. Sky, run! She has committed many crimes. Mostly ones that have to do with, the theft of wood chips. Da, 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 da. Ow! One time I was driving with her in the car and a fire truck passed right by us and she just let loose one of them. I could not stop her. Bonefish! That's our first bonefish. The people behind me at the red light were cackling. Hell yeah. Alright, let's blast this tyrant with the power of love and 357. Wham! Pow! Blammo! Oh no. Blammo! Uh-oh. Kaboom! Uh-oh. This isn't working the way I want it to. Oh my god! I'm expecting him to get stunned, but he just keeps swinging. It appears this was a shoot till he dies kind of a thing. Jam once again offering you some rice. Nice! We love rice. Stream, I want you to know I absolutely said up, ye tarnished! Excellent. What do you mean select the floor? Take me to level 1? It has cumin, garlic, and onion in it, and it's also top of the fry egg. Ooh, that does sound very good. Good luck with your teeth, Jerry. Ah. That's floor 1. What's floor 2 then? Which means we don't need to bring the stuff to... Ooh, more magnum ammo, thank God. Oh, I'm in danger. Well, anything that spooks me is getting magnumed. Bam! Tarot card reading, we can do that. By the way, the noises are required when when you use the Magnum. If you don't use it, it won't be as effective. Alright, so Val, what number are we going to here? 12? Excellent. First, you just do my little big shuffling bonanza. Just imbue the cards with the power of chaos. By just, like, throwing them on my deck and jostling them around a bit. Yes, because you're the best. I mean, you know, that's what I believe. Which means I'm going to lie when the tarot card comes out. Ooh, just kidding. We'll see what the tarot cards say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Ooh, that's a cool one. All math is made up. True. You just have to convince the teacher that the answer is right. Oh, well, this is great. Engineering is fake and nothing matters. All right. We have the Queen of Wands. Keywords: confident, self-assured, passionate, determined, social, charismatic, vicarious, optimistic. The Queen of Wands represents self-confidence, and independence, and courage. This card symbolizes the growth that takes place along the journey to becoming a strong and self-assured individual. So yeah, I think you've got this. I would get an A in my controls class, but I'm stressed the hell about transport. Interesting. I'm gonna post a picture of the homework problem I just finished. All right, I'm genuinely curious to see what is involved. Queen of Wands acts as an extrovert, enjoying healthy and inspiring competition. Such a person is able to create an atmosphere of confidence that attracts others. Well, that's just true, but I think this does imply that you will be doing very well as long as you're confident. That's what it is. As long as you're confident about the test. So ensure confidence in the exam, and you'll do fine. What is transport that doesn't sound like electrons? I mean, the transport of electrons, it is pretty much 90% of engineering. Math problems can smell fear? Exactly. Math is more afraid of you than you are of it. You can't let the numbers and letters know you're afraid. Oh, herbs. It's like weird boundary condition stuff. They are deranged. I like how you're using share a meme for me to share your homework. All right, save. And save. This is one of the short... Is both pages one of the shorter problems? All right. Bang, bang. This is the math that Subval is apparently doing. This is all a single problem. That's deranged. All right, so one of you could solve this, right? I'm gonna be real, I don't know what half these symbols mean. I'm a humanities girl, so that looks especially nuts to me. I like math, and I don't know what half these symbols mean. The answer barely fits on one line, and only because I collapse some of the variables. It's cruel. This does seem cruel and unusual. It's this? Oh, I see. You are familiar. Okay, so now we have access to this area through the elevator, pretty conveniently, as well as the other area. So we kind of have access to everything we need in terms of storage. Let's go find Billy. Just pass. You'll never need this again. She wants us to get 4 of these done in 3 hours for the midterm. Look, have confidence. That's all. That's what we've determined. According to the cards, all you need is confidence. And welcome back, Jerry.
Playtime is over. You and your friends no longer amuse me. Good riddance. Now nothing will stop me from getting my revenge.
Calm down, Breg. Sephiroth is back. Look, whatever you send to face me, I have a Magnum. That solves like 90% of my problems. How are you alive, kid? He went on a leechcation and never looked back. Reflections. Incredible. That's the beauty of the leechcation. It turns you into Leech Man and can bring your dad back as a leech person. I love this deep rumble that I feel in my bones. Are they reflections or just another character model? I assume it's another character model? Because, like, this is pre-rendered. This is a pre-rendered background, so it's just another character model reflected and made a little transparent. Can I get the second problem done before midnight? I believe in you. Wow, there's a lot going on in here. Dam area power supply panel. Designate a point to receive power. Power can be supplied at any location up to 2 points away. I don't know. Restroom? Restroom needs power. Pump room, fire tank? Yeah, give it the fire tank. Oh, I get it now. Simon, where are you? Taking a break, though, because hand hurty. Oh, yeah. I mean, take breaks. All right, so I see what needs to happen. Basically, I need to fill up this board using 3 points. So if I do, like, here. That'll hit that, 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 and that, and that. But it won't hit this. So if let's do this, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. This, and then I do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. It should hit everything here. There we go. Simon is busy with his gaycation mansion. That is true. Simon is kind of on a gaycation now because we're not going to be playing Blueprints for a bit. Alright, let's save. It's partial differential equations. I don't even know what a differential equation is. I don't even know about a partial differential equation. Saw a video of Shrek versus General Grievous, and and y'all were saying that my video about two dudes comparing how they eat is a Zoomer video. Although Shrek versus General Grievous could be millennial, given on its age. Oh, that's a zombie. Oh no, whatever is a woman to do. Bam! We're a little injured, but that's fine. No pain, no gain, and all that. Partial differential equations, but we are supposed to do random ass algebra to get the variables all grouped together so that we can treat it as one variable. It's kind of whack, and I don't understand it very well, and why does it take me, which is why it takes me 80 years. I see. Oh, do I have room for you? I'll drop this real quick. And I'll leave you behind for now. I probably should have left you up by the typewriter, but... C'est la vie. Right, we need to have the Magnum equipped in case of emergencies, because if a hunter shows up, I can just go blam. Or you. Hi there. Alright, so we could definitely make some Molotovs, because I saw gasoline and some bottles around, but... as of right now, I don't see the need to make Molotovs, so we'll be fine. I do want to be a bit sparing on my Magnum, but I don't have the grenade launcher on me. So maybe I should make some Molotovs for when Gooey McGooface reappears. Yeah, it kind of seems worth it now that I think about it. Hold on. Gonna have to do some backtracking, but it shouldn't be too bad. Let's grab the bottles. Come back for you later. More bottles. Gasoline. Perfect. And if Gooey McGee ever shows up again, we can just use those on him to deal some good damage. Save the magnum ammo for hunters and such. Stairs. All right. This looks like... Okay, can't climb up that. Can I go over here? Ah, that looks important. Rebecca, are you forklift certified? No? Okay. Okay, more herbs. Scary. Oh, were you forklift certified on this side? Ah, a bat. Oh, are you kidding me? All right, let's try to rescue Billy and then we'll deal with that. There's no way she or Billy are forklift certified. Hey, cut Rebecca some slack, all right? She might be a rookie police officer, but maybe she was a foreman before she got here. This is the first time I've had, like, a good amount of healing items. I'm not good at this game. Forklifts are honestly really hard to drive. I don't have the fine muscle control needed for that. Oh my god, shotgun ammo. I miss him already. Oh, convenient valve handle. The controls regulate the supply and drainage of water in the tanks and control the rotation of the railing. Phil? Oh, I see what I gotta do here. Okay, hold on. Rotate left. Okay. Drain. Oh, I think I know. Hold on, I think I know what. Wait, do I know what I need to do? Let's see what happens when I rotate. Okay, so I need to move that box down there if I'm going to do anything. This feels like it's gonna be a little tedious. Woo. Okay, so... Let's climb this box. Push this one all the way this way. I cannot push this one. Okay, then let's think. All right, so I need to. Okay, I need to get. Oh, there's a door. Hold on. Yeah, I can't do anything with this puzzle until I get Billy, because Billy will be able to push that metal box so that we can actually get that handle. I'm assuming Billy's going to be behind this door. Stepping on a slug. Do, 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 do. Stepping on a slug. Do, 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 do.
Billy!
Wow. Took that water like a champ.
Where am I?
You're safe now. Are you okay? What could have done this?
They must have been used as test subjects in Marcus's research. He must have kept messing around with the mother virus.
Billy?
Hey, now we're both hurt. SpongeBob would survive Resident Evil games. SpongeBob, I don't think could get infected. I don't think it infects Sponge. Alright, how are we both doing? Both caution? Excellent. What do you got, Billy? Not much? Cool. You go through here. Because you need to grab the shotgun ammo. All right.
I'll check it out.
Roger.
You stay up here. You're going to be in charge of the spinny thing. Billy's going to be in charge of the pushing. So let's push this. Yeah, we'll push it over here. That should be enough for it to rotate. Let's see.
This way.
Roger.
Nope.
I'll check it out.
Roger.
Come on. Wait. Rebecca, up the stairs. There we go. So rotate to the right. Ah, okay. Let's just push this all the way over here. Okay. Now, rotate this to the right. There we go. Now, Billy. Go over here. Push this way. All right, this is going to be a little convoluted, but I think I can do this. So push this over here. There should be good. Hop up. Go over here. Hop down. Rebecca, rotate this to the left. Excellent. Billy. Push this over. I don't really have... I should have pushed that to the right. Hey, Rebecca, just leave the room real quick.
This way.
Okay.
I don't know how you got out of there, Billy, but good job.
You stay here.
Yeah.
Okay, everything's reset. Billy, you get back down there. Where are you trying to go? So, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get these two boxes over to here to form a bridge so we can get over to this side. And the way we're going to do that is going to push this box over. That should be good enough. Billy, hop up on top of it. Have Rebecca rotate this to the right. Then Billy, hop down here, push this up. Turn around, push this all the way over. All right, howdy, Dim. Glad you can make it. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you being here. Hop up. Over to here. Hop down. Turn around. Rotate this to the left. Push this. Wait. Rebecca, rotate this to the right. Okay, Billy. Get down there. Push this back if we can. Can we not? Okay. Then hop up. And we're going to push this over here for a sec. And get this out of our way. Now get back over here. Get up there. Okay, now Rebecca, rotate this to the left. Billy, push this forward. A little more than that, please. Now let's think about this before we go full on with that. You do need to be all the way over here, so that you can hop up. We can have Rebecca rotate this to the left. And then you can drop down. Push this in. And I think I messed this up. Yeah, I messed this up. All right, Rebecca.
Come on.
Yeah.
I had to go impartial, but I make my OC go through the horrors and face the reality, realizing and working through their internalized homophobia? Or do I torment them with some flirty lesbian at the coffee shop for a few more chapters till they sort themselves out? I mean, yeah, there's no reason they can't do both. There's no reason that the horrors of their reality
I'll go.
do not involve a flirty lesbian. Alright, so the thing that I messed up there is I need to keep that box there in the middle, relatively, because there's no way for me to push a box into the middle slot. So I just need that box to stay relatively in the middle so that it can rotate left means okay. Counterclockwise. Rotate right is clockwise. There we go. My daughter will survive. She will simply have to go get over her upbringing. Excellent. So I have to leave that box in the middle because there's no way for me to push a box from the middle. So we're going to have to leave that for later. For now, let's take this and push this forward. Oh, that just... Well, I don't want that to happen. Maybe I do? Wait. Hold on, this might be a lot easier than I anticipated. First, Billy, I need you to climb. Thank you. Push this box. Wait, no. Get over here. Climb this. Or can you push this? Because it seems like you would be able to push this. Hold on. Ooh, yeah. Not perfect, but approaching perfection, which is all anybody can ever ask for. So let's just push this box all the way in. Have Rebecca rotate this back. Guess it doesn't really matter which way she rotates it. And then Billy, push this forward a bit. And then push this to the right. No, not like that. That would be bad. So push it all the way forward. Then push it to the right. Or left, depending on your perspective. Go over here. Go over here. Rebecca, you rotate this clockwise. Billy, you push this forward. Part of my brain wondered if I could just have Billy stand on top of a box, we raise the water, and then have him go over there, grab the thing, stand back on the box, and then lower the water, and then we'll be fine. But I think it's better to solve the puzzle than it is to cheese the puzzle. Like so.
Let's regroup.
Roger.
Now we head back this way. I know what I have to do for the forklift, so we'll come back to that later. In fact, we're at 9 o'clock. And I think if I save the rest of what is to come for Sunday, that might be enough for that stream. Because I have no idea what's coming next. It may be more monkeys. Correct. Hold on. Rebecca, please give me a few bullets. Thank you. Now let's use this here. Now let's go save, and we will call it a stream for now. And then, on Monday, or on Sunday, when we do our next Resident Evil 0 stream, we will, oh, jeez, scared me. We will, we'll go back, because I know where I need the battery. The battery I need to get from... We're close there, aren't we? The battery... Iconic stream if only for the gaycation. Yeah. Yeah, you could say that. Because we will get, we need to go back and get the battery from out front of the mansion. We can go and recollect all the other items that we have lying around. And put them somewhere that might be convenient for us. I have been destroyed. But yeah, I think we'll call it a stream there. Thank you all very much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Despite circumstances. There is no symmetry. I can't treat this as 2D. Oh no. Should have surrendered your mind, body, and soul. Oh, we are never going to live this down. Okay. Thank you all once again for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Everqueen. Thank you, Subval. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Colin. Thank you, Dim, for lurking. I greatly appreciate it. I will see you all tomorrow as I have a plan for a Thursday stream. It's like pseudo emergency stream. It's more of a like it's something I want to do just because it. Did you move without permission, ma'am? That felt weird. Sorry, it's just I tabbed out of the game. I didn't expect anything to move, and then she turned around and I freaked out. Yeah, we're gonna have a surprise Tuesday stream. So I will see you all then. Regardless, thank you all once again for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. Luckily, there's a person that I'm willing to raid, so we're gonna do that. Raid channel. Where is he? I'll have to look him up. So yep, I will see you all tomorrow. I hope to see you there. We're gonna be raiding Pat GC. He's a guy that's occasionally in our streams, so hope you stick around if you feel like it. Otherwise, no pressure. Regardless, thank you all very much for stopping by. Greatly appreciate it. Once again, Subval, Everqueen, Rachel, Joe, Mom, Jerry, Colin, Dim, thank you all for being here. Have a good day. Have a good night. I hope you're doing well. If not, hope to get better for you soon. I will see you all tomorrow for our little mini emergencies or mini pseudo stream. Yeah. Bye-bye.